2 microphones,
2 Amandas.
and some seriously entertaining tales. I'm Amanda Wedekamp.
And I'm Amanda Stanzione.
We know stories connect us all.
And we realized we have a mountain of stories to share. So buckle up,
And brace yourself for a wild ride.
because we've got a lot to say and probably too much to share.
Amanda, this is the first story that either of us are telling someone else's story.
Yes, and I'm so excited because I have no idea what this story is. Reaction will be pure and for the first time.
Yes, and here's something that I learned by hearing someone else's story and then attempting to retell it. You didn't live this story, right?
Right.
Like, I didn't live this story, so you really want to put yourself in their shoes
Yes.
and really kind of capitalize on the things that stuck out to me
Right,
as, you know,
right.
someone who was listening for the first time. So
Makes sense.
this story is about Luke and Stella.
Okay.
And Luke and Stella are in their late 20s, early 30s.
Okay.
They are a couple who got married in October of 2021.
Okay.
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 So kind of setting the stage.
Late 20s,
Early
30s.
Yep.
October 2021, they got married.
Yes.
Got it.
They both live in Michigan.
Okay.
They both were born and raised in Michigan.
Okay.
And that's important because Stella really never has left the state of Michigan for any part of her life.
Big wide world out there.
Yes. And her whole family lives within about a 5-mile radius of her.
Okay.
Now, she's an only child.
Okay.
Okay, so she has a lot of cousins, though, that she's very close to. She went to college in Michigan. She went to Michigan State.
Okay.
Okay. And her husband, Luke, he was born and raised in Michigan as well, but he went to Minnesota for college.
Way far away.
Yes.
In
Well,
the far
2
lands.
states over.
Okay, yeah.
So he and then comes back. They both work in corporate America in the automobile industry.
Okay.
Okay.
Which makes sense. They're in Michigan.
Exactly.
I get that. Okay.
Exactly. So they start their lives together in October of 2021. Early 2022, Stella's company comes to her and says, "Hey, we are opening up an office in California.
Ooh.
Would you be interested in a position there? It would be a promotion. It would be a lot of responsibility. Obviously come with a big pay raise.
Sure, yeah.
And perks." And she's like, "I have always wanted to live in California."
Good for her, though.
Yes.
I mean, like, yes.
Yes.
It's an opportunity for a new experience. Let's do it.
Yes.
I am all in on that.
And they don't have any kids.
Yeah.
It's the perfect
Now
time.
is the time.
Yes,
Yes.
totally. So, you know, they've been married for about 6 months. They're having conversations about this. Luke, of course, is like, "Okay, well, my job's in Michigan.
Yeah, that's
so
true, yeah.
I'm going to need to figure this out. Currently, I am remote. However, my company does need me to be in Michigan because there are times where I have to go into the office."
Right. Yeah. You got to at least be around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they discuss it. They don't really tell Luke's family, but they do share a little bit with Stella's mom, what
Okay.
they're thinking about doing.
Okay.
And then the company is definitely putting the pressure on Stella. Like, if
Make
you're
a
going to do
decision.
this, like, we got to get you going.
Was her mom supportive?
Her mom was supportive.
Okay.
And, you know, Luke was supportive but hesitant.
Sure.
He has only been to California for 4 days of his life.
Okay.
Okay. And he's never been to this part of California where they would be living.
Okay. Okay.
So Stella decides, "I'm going to take the job."
Okay.
And this is before Luke has even seen where they're going to live.
Okay. Okay. Now, does Stella know where they're going to live?
Stella is much more familiar with California.
Got it. Okay.
And she had been out a few times already.
Okay.
Her big selling point to Luke, and this is important, is it never rains in California.
Okay.
It is sunny 100% of the time.
Okay.
Luke still doesn't have a job in California, so he is going to stay in Michigan and come out and visit. Stella is kind of doing a back and forth situation.
Yeah.
They gave her a month in a hotel. She goes out there in August.
Okay.
Stays in the hotel for the month. And she ends up earning enough miles and points to stay in a hotel for 2 more months.
Oh, wow. That's
Yes.
great. Good for her.
So she's beachside, having the best
yes.
time. You know, Luke's back in Michigan, going to, you know, the office occasionally,
Yes.
but mostly working remote. He comes out to visit Stella, and he's like, "Oh, this is nothing what I pictured."
Okay.
He's picturing palm trees, beaches, the Kardashians.
Oh, yes.
Los Angeles.
Yes, yes.
This is strawberry fields. More remote than anything he's ever seen in Michigan.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. And his exact words were BFE, but coastal.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That is so funny. I'm trying to think. When I think about California, I also think LA.
Yes, celebrities.
Kardashian, celebrity,
Yes.
Beverly Hills.
Like people driving in fancy cars.
Yes, of course.
So definitely not what he's picturing, but
Okay.
he's like, I'm on
BFE,
board.
but coastal.
Yes,
I
yes.
love it. That's great.
December of 2022, after the holidays, they decide, okay, it's time. Luke and Stella are going to go out and find their
Together.
permanent home.
And he's all in on moving.
He's all in on moving. Now, he's still working remote in Michigan.
Okay.
And he hasn't really revealed that to his employer
Yeah.
because he's like, I will make it work. If I have to be in the office, I can fly back. It's no problem.
We'll do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. They are only going to rent for the time being because they're really not sure what they want to do.
Yeah,
So they secure an Airbnb for 30 days at a time.
Okay.
But they have a dog.
Okay.
So that can be challenging
Yes.
to find an Airbnb.
Yes.
So they decide instead of taking a, car road trip, they're going to RV out to California.
No.
From Michigan.
No.
Yes.
This does not sound like it's going to go well.
In the dead of winter.
No, absolutely not. Just the idea that I might get stuck on the side of the road having to do anything in an RV. Oh my gosh.
And
hard pass.
Stella had always wanted to take an RV trip. Now, they look at Cruise America, and basically with Cruise America, which is an RV rental company, you're going to save the most if you do a round trip.
Okay.
Well, they're not doing a round trip.
Right, it's a one-way situation.
Correct. But Stella, she's a girl after my own heart. She is a bargain hunter.
Oh, gosh.
And she finds out that Cruise America will build an RV in their central location of Chicago, and you can take that new RV out to whichever destination they need it to be permanently.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
are like
I
the
get that. You're the transport
Yes.
for, yeah, okay.
And it was like a fifth of the price.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Even though I don't want to do this in an
I know.
RV, I can appreciate the what do you call it? The hustle here.
Yes, I know. I was like, yes, girl,
yes,
I'm all
I
for
appreciate
this.
that. Mhm.
So they rent a car in Michigan and drive that to Chicago.
Okay.
Then they get in their RV. Now, this RV is brand new. No one's ever been in it. It is winterized.
Okay.
Which
means there's no water, like everything
yes,
is.
That
okay.
correct. Because if it freezes, now nothing will freeze in the RV and keep the RV safe.
Got it. Okay.
The RV place says you can unwinterize it, but then you're responsible for anything that happens. And they're both like, oh, we're not doing
We're not doing that. Mm-mm.
The other important thing to note is it's the largest RV that RV Cruise America has.
Oh, and they've never driven an RV.
Never driven an RV.
No,
Yes.
no.
And I even asked, did you need a Class C license? And
Right.
he said no. And I was like, okay, but you guys took turns driving. No, Luke drove the entire thing.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Was he terrified?
He was just like, this is what we do.
I mean,
Like,
I would have been sweating the whole time.
And he's definitely one of these people who like wants to make his wife happy.
Yes.
Which I so can
Yes.
appreciate.
Yes.
Right? So instead of a normal road trip out to California that could take 3 days, they took 10.
Okay.
But they planned it all out.
Yeah.
And they had all these great stops along the way. One of the stops, it was so hot, they're in shorts and t-shirts. And then another stop in the Grand Canyon in the dead of winter. It's like a blizzard.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
Yes. They end up going to Joshua Tree for 2 nights.
Okay.
And this was a funny part of that story. So as they're driving in, there are RV parks all over Joshua Tree.
Yes.
And they're like, okay, we think we know where we're going. They drive all the way back into what they think is their park, and they realize they don't know what spot they're supposed to be in.
Okay.
And they don't have service.
Oh, okay.
So now they
So
have to
what
drive.
do you do? Just find a spot?
No, they just drove all the way back,
Oh,
15
gosh.
minutes the other way to get their service.
So that they could
write down their spot.
Oh my gosh.
Then they drive all the way back and realize it was on a board.
Oh, good. It's like, all right, well, great.
Yeah, their name was on a board. So they end up all the way in California, no real major issues besides, being freezing one night.
Yes.
Not really being able to use the facilities on the RV, but they use the facilities with
Wherever they were,
where they were staying. They end up renting a minivan.
Okay.
Because now they've turned the RV in.
Okay.
They get a minivan because now they're moving all their stuff into this Airbnb.
Okay.
So they go to the Airbnb. Now, this Airbnb is a little casita on a farm.
Okay.
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 Dirt roads.
I was going to say, I've got a little picture in my head of this. Okay.
Dirt roads all the way back to the casita. They get into the casita and it is full of bugs.
Oh, no.
And they're supposed to stay there for 30 days.
No.
So Stella gets on the phone with the Airbnb owners like, this isn't really going to work. They're like, no problem. We will refund you. You can stay there tonight and then figure it out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it starts raining overnight.
Okay.
And Luke's like, yeah, I was told it never rains here.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
And it's raining so much, the next day they're heading out to their next Airbnb that they luckily found.
Yes.
And Luke misses the turnoff off of the dirt road. He's now driving through the fields.
Okay.
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 In the mud.
In the mud.
And the muck.
And in this minivan.
That, in this minivan that they don't own, they're renting.
Right.
And it's the kind of mud and muck that, he is plowing through.
Yes.
He's trying to gun it.
Yeah, to get out of there.
Yes. And he missed his turn, and he's now slipping and sliding, and he falls into a ditch.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So the front of the minivan is tilted in the ditch, and he gets out, and he's just like, it took me 2 hours to even figure out what am I supposed to be doing.
Yes.
He's like, I'm walking around to different houses trying to get help, and someone handed me a shovel, and it's like, oh, that's not really going to do it.
Right, exactly.
It's a Sunday. No one is working on the farm.
Oh,
Finally, 2 farm workers come, and they don't speak English.
Oh, gosh.
But they were like, well, we're not going to use our tractor because that will also get stuck.
Yeah.
So they are all digging out for about an hour.
With the shovels?
With these shovels,
okay.
Yes. And it's pouring, and he is covered in mud,
It's
right?
pouring, covered in mud,
Yes.
digging out with the shovels, not understanding really why
exactly.
you're digging anyway.
And the car is, down, face forward.
Yeah.
So they decide they're going to lift the car, these 3 men, and Stella's in reverse, gunning it.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
This just makes me nervous on so many levels.
Because I'm like, I feel like you're going to fall forward and get crushed. I mean,
yes,
it could have gone
so much.
a disaster.
Yeah.
But we don't tell disaster stories
right,
always.
Exactly.
So, luckily. But they finally get it out. And, of course, Luke is covered head to toe in mud.
Oh, poor
And
guy.
he ended up just throwing those boots away.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's got to get back in this minivan.
Yes, that they're renting.
Yes.
So they take it to a car wash, and they're like, hey, what's the best way to get this out? And they're like, go through twice.
Go through, because up underneath, it has to be nasty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they go through the car wash twice, get it turned in. Everything worked out with that. Thank goodness. The car rental place didn't even notice.
That's great.
So thank goodness.
That's great.
They get to their Airbnb and they're just doing life, right? Mm-hmm. So it's January of 2022. Luke is flying back to Michigan as needed.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. He also plays and refs hockey.
Okay.
So, if he has a big hockey tournament, he'll fly back. Stella's grooving in her new
doing
position.
Her thing.
I mean, she's doing amazing.
We're in California.
Yes.
She's loving life.
And Luke comes to love California.
Okay.
Now, for the first 2.5 weeks, though, it is rained every single day.
Oh, poor Luke. She's like, I swear I'm not a liar.
Yes, and he joked that he was going to sue the state of California for false advertising.
I do love that.
They had become friends with people around them, and they're like, it really never rains here, and so we're loving this because this will tamp down the fire chances.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, and you're like, oh, that's
it's
something
not a drought.
Yeah.
And where their current Airbnb is 1 road away from the mandatory evacuation line. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Ooh.
And they referenced Ellen showing the stream that was now waterfall in her backyard. And that was 1 street away from where they were staying.
Okay, that's wild.
So now they're like, okay, should we evacuate? What are we supposed to do? I don't know. They've never been in flooding and mudslide situations.
Yes.
So they end up staying put. Luke tells a story about he went to a convenience store one evening and the parking lot was dry and he's starting to leave and there are 2 inches of water. I mean, he's just his car, the
just
tires.
sloshing around.
His shoes are soaked. It's raining so much. And,
poor guy.
But then, it obviously clears up.
Yeah.
And they do their thing. Come April of 2023, Luke finds out.
So this is a whole year later. Okay.
So they're doing their thing. He flies back occasionally. Like they go back for family things, but they're living life in California.
The rain has stopped.
The rain has stopped. They're loving the sunshine. They're loving the mild temperatures.
Okay.
Because, Michigan obviously has harsh winters.
Yes.
So now we are in April of 2023, and Luke finds out that it's mandatory. You have to be in the office 3 days a week.
Oh, not great.
Yeah.
Not great.
And his manager said, look, I don't care what 3 days you're in. So just come in, make it work, and, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So he tries to bookend them, right?
Yeah.
Like a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yes.
And then he's off,
Yes.
Okay. He starts flying Spirit. Because
no. Nope. That's where the story takes a rough, sharp turn.
And this is on his dime. I mean, the company is not paying for him to fly.
Yeah.
And so he starts to learn some things about Spirit Airlines. One of them being, which this is a great, actually helpful tip. When you go to check in, he would not pay for a seat because he realized they are trying to upsell those better seats.
Right.
And so at the very end, if you wait until the last minute to check in, they will give you a better seat that hasn't sold.
Oh, okay.
So he would play this kind of game where he would wait until the
just to see if there's a better,
short term.
Yeah.
And one time the app crashed.
Oh no.
And he couldn't check in. And then he goes up to the counter and they're like, "Yeah, dude, so that's why we tell you to check in like 2 hours before your flight." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm not really a 2 hour kind of guy."
Right. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm kind of one of those, want to see if I can get a better seat."
Yeah, I'm going to roll those dice.
Yeah.
So he learns to kind of play the Spirit app, which I just thought was hilarious.
Yeah, that is great. That is great. He needs to learn to not fly Spirit. That's where the big lesson comes in.
Oh my gosh, I know. And it gets better.
Oh, okay.
Luke takes a new position at the same company.
Okay.
And those 3 days that he is required to be there are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh, no.
Yes.
So that's just right in the middle. All bad.
He is commuting literally from California to Michigan every week.
No, that's not great.
Yes.
That's not great.
So he ends up taking the red eye on Monday night, landing Tuesday morning. And sometimes he gets in early enough to go back to his house. They did keep their house in Michigan. I was going to say,
did they keep the house?
They kept their house in Michigan. Yeah. Shower, go to work, work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday, he gets on the PM flight back to California.
Oh, my gosh.
Lands in California, goes to work, remotely Friday morning. And then is there the whole weekend and then does it again.
Poor guy.
Can you even imagine?
No, he loves his wife.
I know.
I mean, and he had gotten to love California.
Yes.
But
and
that's awful.
So hard. I mean, so hard. And I just kept thinking, well, you're young.
Right.
I mean, this is so hard on your body, but you're young.
Yeah.
So he gets so many miles on Spirit that he now has status.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Is that a good thing?
Can you believe that?
I guess you need status, to have any type of experience that's worth being okay.
Can you imagine? I didn't even know Spirit had status.
I didn't either.
No.
That's why I'm like,
so I was like, you have status on
Spirit?
Who knew?
Right.
And because, again, they are hustlers, Stella finds that he can park at the bus station.
Okay.
For $2.
Oh gosh.
Take 2 or 3 buses to the airport.
Oh my gosh. 2 or 3 buses for $2. I mean.
And Luke finds out that public transportation isn't always reliable.
No, it is not.
Because there were a couple instances where the bus driver doesn't show up.
Oh.
And he's calling and
just
he's
doesn't
like,
show up.
"Hey, there's no bus." And they're like, "Yeah, our driver didn't show today."
What?
Okay.
And that's just okay?
I guess. So now he's panicking, trying to get an Uber to the airport so he doesn't miss his flight.
No.
Yes.
This is all, this just makes me so nervous even hearing this. I'm like, no, I don't want that.
So crazy.
I don't want that.
Then another time, the bus driver literally just stops in the middle of the road and is like, "My shift is over. Everybody get off."
No.
Yes.
No. In the middle of the road. Just, my shift's over.
Everybody off.
I don't think I would have gotten off. I mean, I probably would have because I would have been so scared and confused.
Yes.
It would have been like such an odd request.
Right. Like, what is happening?
Right.
So then, of course, he's like panicking, trying to get an Uber again, calling like, "Oh, the other driver should show up." I mean, super challenging. And he definitely found an appreciation for people who have to take public transportation.
Yes.
Because that is challenging.
Yeah, it's not reliable.
Yeah. So he ends up doing this long distance commute for an entire year.
No.
Yes.
I think after about 2 or 3 months, I don't know. I'd say, honey, I love you, but
isn't that bananas?
It is bananas.
Okay.
Yes.
So they decide this is not sustainable.
It's not.
And Stella is like, okay, you didn't find a job in California. Let's just see what I can find back in Michigan. Okay. So Stella finds...
Well, she's still at the same company.
Yes.
So she could possibly.
Yeah. But she ended up actually transferring to a different company.
Okay.
Found a great job. And they are now back in Michigan. And the irony of the whole situation is now Stella has a 1-hour drive commute.
No.
Yes.
Does she really?
One way.
Oh, that's
and
great.
I'm just like, for the first 3 years of your marriage, you guys were like commuting long distance,
flying across the country.
Yes, and they were really never fully together.
Right,
I mean, it was the craziest story, the status on Spirit. I could not get over that.
Yeah.
The whole bus situation.
Oh, for sure.
What are you doing?
Right. That's nuts.
He still has status on Spirit. And he's like super excited about it.
Oh my gosh. That's a hard pass.
Yes.
That is a hard pass.
Yes. And so now he goes into the office his 3 days a week. She's got a 1-hour commute one way and then, works and then an hour home.
That's not fun either.
No, it's not. And I said, like, were you all prepared for like podcasts and audiobooks? And she goes, I was, but I end up just listening with my own thoughts, for the most part. I'm like, wow, that's impressive.
That is impressive.
Yes.
Just your own thoughts.
Yes. So that was the story of Luke and Stella.
And they're still married.
And they are still married.
That's great.
In their first 3 years of marriage. And I think it's such a testament to like really committing to each other.
Yes.
And
it is.
supporting each other in your endeavors, with your career.
Because things are not always going to be easy and you're going to have to make tough decisions. And they did. And they made it work. And now they're back in Michigan.
Yes. And one other thing I forgot to mention is last year, around the first quarter of the year, Luke was spending more time in Michigan, and that's when the wildfires broke out.
Yeah, the Palisades fires. Yes.
And Stella had to evacuate.
Oh, no.
Yes. So when they first get there, it's mudslides and torrential downpours.
Right.
And as they're trying to figure out if they're going to stay there forever, it's now fires and evacuation.
Yes. So, I mean, it was probably the right time to say, you know what?
Yeah.
It's time to go.
We did our California
We did our thing. Right.
We did it.
Yay.
And now we're back.
And now we can go.
And we're enjoying it.
Yeah.